It's hard to think anyone ever took Elon Musk seriously or thought he was cool. I can definitely say for myself the last time I even remotely thought that and I knew very little about him was the Simpsons episode from I think like 2012. And the more I learned about it, I was like, oh, this guy's a freak. Not a good freak, a bad freak. You know, they pulled the Michael Jackson episode. I'm kind of embarrassed for them. They didn't pull that one or the Mel Gibson one. Ugh. Anyways, Elon is always in the news because he's high as a fucking kite on ketamine and God only knows what else. And he's been posting extremely odd diatribes against one of his many children who is trans. Now, remind you, Elon Musk is one of those real creepy libertarian types who has at least 12 children. It's interesting, we don't know how many. And he's constantly now giving away his sperm to create basically pro eugenics children because he's so smart and the women he gives it to is so smart. Ugh. God bless those women for getting through the original 12, the 3 women who slept with him. Jesus Christ. Look, I need money, but not that bad. Anyways, his trans daughter Vivian, who's about 20, he has constantly railed against this child ever since they changed their name and gender a few years ago in California. According to Vivian, her and her twin brother, he has rarely seen throughout their lives. And so him claiming he knows all about how they grew up is really bizarre because he was not present in the slightest. So basically, then Elon recently went on a Coke-fueled rant about how Vivian was born male and was very flamboyant and autistic. So clearly a gay autistic male child. And that they always had problems with this from birth. He's very worried. And since the autism, he's like, well, that's, that changed that kid into trans. They're not actually trans. The internet did that. In fact, there's a belief, I don't know how true, because Jesus Christ, with this man, anything could be true, that he bought Twitter because he blamed it for turning his child trans. On top of it, it's also believed he was trying to do a shortstop sale, which is illegal, like a penny dump kind of thing, and he was forced to keep it. So he's just, ugh. Anyways, Vivian refuted this on Threads and Twitter, which is hilarious, and said, "You weren't even there, and this is patently untrue. I've never been diagnosed with autism. I was not like a flamboyantly gay kid. You don't know anything about me." This 20-year-old kid. And she sounds a hell of a lot more put together than her idiot sperm donor. So that made news. And God bless her. She seems like she's fun. I'm following her. And then she talked about how he's basically kidnapped his and Grimes', I think, 2 sons. Grimes has talked about this in the past year. She's a singer. And he just ran off with these kids, and she pleads for him to bring him back. He hasn't. I don't believe she's taken it to court. I don't know why. I feel bad for her. That's just really creepy. Like, for instance, she had no idea they were in France for the Olympics, and then one of the kids was shot in a shot with Elon. So he's also a baby snatcher. That's just, ugh. I hope women who want children with him are paying attention. In fact, of the 13 kids, outside of the last 2 that he stole, he seems to have absolutely no interest in anything to do with those kids beyond the least. Like, just, oh, yeah, you exist, oh, I gotta give you some money or something. Like, he's never even portrayed himself as a good dad. That's what makes his claims about Vivian so fucking weird. But, again, just for the people in the back, if you have children, anytime, and you don't want them to be trans or queer or go and get, like, I don't know, be a singer instead of an accountant, anything like you're like, my kid is going to be just like this, you should not have children. My poor mother did that to me, and I am clearly well adjusted. In fact, even though she didn't even birth my trans nephew, she has acted like she gets to control that show too, and my sister is just disgusted by it. Luckily, my nephew's really cool and not stupid, so I don't have to worry about him there, but you don't get to choose how your kids are. If you're having a child, you should have a child because you're like, yes, I can be responsible for this child till they are on their own feet, even if that's 55. And whatever health issues come, whatever identity they take, I will love them. I want to usher a life into this world and be a guiding light for it. That's why you should have children. Ironically, I have no problem with that, and I wouldn't have even minded having children outside all the gross vagina stuff, but celibacy, it's not gonna happen.